Hey, so if you saw my last video, I was leaving for work, but I realized that my floors were dirty and needed cleaned. So I'm gonna clean them and try and talk to you guys too. And I'm gonna hit on a video I made a couple days ago about not staying where your needs aren't being met because it's not good for you, right? Let's see if we can get that light out of the way, okay? There's another thing I'm gonna add, right? If you're knee deep in a marriage, I don't even care if it's day one of a marriage, right? Don't just walk away, right? You made a vow to that person that you would stick with them no matter what, really, okay? So the question becomes, what should you do? Well, the answer is, you should do the work that's required to maintain that relationship. So if you're one of those people that exists in a place where your partners come to you and they're voicing their needs and what they are and how they're not being met and what needs to be done to meet them, don't be the kind of person who just goes, oh, okay, and then does nothing. Why would you do that, right? So anyway, I ordered one of those microphone things so that you can hear me regardless of where I am. It's still not come, but it's coming. So when that happens, you'll be able to hear me better. But for now, I'm going to try and project my voice. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by don't be one of those people, right? I want you to imagine that, to play off what I used last time, that your car needs gas. It's low on gas. And women are like, I know you're notorious for this. I was married for 8 years, okay? And it's like, how many times have you brought your vehicle home only for your spouse to get in it the next day and it has like an eighth of a tank of gas? Or you're just right on the line, like you're right on red. You're lucky you even made it home, okay? And so your partner goes, oh, don't worry, honey, I'll get gas for you. And that's great. That's a fantastic thing for a spouse to do. Love that. But what if they weren't there? What's your hope? That, oh, well, if I break down, I'll just call AAA. Somebody will come save me. Okay, probably. It's a car. But what about your relationships? What about your relationship? Who's going to come save you when it breaks down? People are a heck of a lot more complicated than your car, right? For one. For two, how do you think it makes your partner feel when they say, hey, I have needs that aren't being met and here's how you can meet them, and you listen to those things, those needs, and you just go, maybe you don't do that. Maybe that's not what you do. But you don't take any action to try and legitimately meet those needs. That's called neglect. You are neglecting it. You are hurting it. You are damaging that thing that you claim to love. How long do you think your partner can exist in a place like that while they're being hurt? Probably not very long. Hold on, I gotta sweep this up and then grab them up. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, don't be that person, right? And I want you to imagine, maybe you are that person. Or maybe you're not that person, but you're in a relationship where the other person is. And probably the hardest thing to deal with is a relationship where you know they can meet those needs because they have, and they do sometimes, but they only do it under very specific circumstances or very specific conditions. Like you're in public, or you're around other people, or you spend a certain amount of money on them first, or, whatever, okay? That's probably worse than the first example. Why? Imagine you're in the desert, okay? And you're dying of thirst, and it's you and this person, and you are thirsty, like your body needs water, and they've got all kinds of fresh water, and they look at you and go, hey, I know you need it. You've told me you need it. I have it right here. I'm not going to give it to you until these very specific conditions are met. You have to perform this circus act in order for me to give you the water. Or somebody has to be watching me do it. Or, I really don't want to help you. I really don't want to serve you. I really don't want to meet your needs unless my needs are also being met at the same time. It's not how that works. It's not how it should work, okay? So, why am I saying all this? I'm saying it to say, if you are in that type of dynamic and you are that person, you need to stop being that person. And I get it. You're probably triggered. You're overwhelmed. Maybe you don't know how to do it. Maybe you have a super avoidant attachment style. Maybe you're just clueless. Maybe you just don't have a clue. That's fine. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to put in the effort, okay? So ask your person, hey, how do you want me to put in this effort? What would it look like for you for me to be successful at this? And then do that, okay? You're a grown adult. Do that. And to play on the other video, like when we talk about flowers, how roses and succulents need different things, they quite literally come with instructions on how to keep them alive. When you buy them, there's instructions. And if there just so happens to not be, you can find it online. You can do the same thing with your relationship. Ask them. There's the owner's manual. You're talking to the owner's manual. Also, don't come at me for mopping wood floors, okay? I'm not an expert cleaner. I'm just cleaning. Do the work. Hope that helps. I know this is long. I'm sorry.